Carbohydrate replacement products have been around for many, many years. They probably predated even protein supplements. But the problem with carbohydrate replacement supplements were that most of them were just sugar. And as bodybuilders, we really don't want to just consume simple sugars, but it's not like the best thing as far as body composition goes to be taking in simple sugars all day long. A lot of people also, there's a lot of people out there that have issues with high sugar levels in their body, and it's not the ideal component to take in. But that's all we had back in the day. And as we know, post-workout nutrition is vitally important to recovery from the workout. There's a window of what we call window of opportunity, about 15 minutes after you train, that you want to consume protein and some kind of carbohydrate source to help replenish glycogen stores with the carbohydrates, and then amino acid stores with the protein. I developed Carbolyze, and I call it a second generation type of carbohydrate replacement supplement. Number one, because it's not a sugar; it's a sugar-free product. However, it is a carbohydrate product. It's what we call a high molecular weight carbohydrate. The high molecular weight carbohydrate is what we know as waxy maize starch. What is the difference between waxy maize starch and sugar, you might ask? And that's a valid question. We have to look at what sugar does. Sugar is a very small molecule, that when you ingest and put into your stomach, usually draws water into the stomach and makes you feel kind of bloated. Ultimately, it doesn't make its way into the bloodstream and cause insulin release and start replenishing glycogen stores, but it's usually causes intestinal distress in most people if the sugar source is too concentrated. Waxy maize starch is a high molecular weight carbohydrate, meaning it's a big molecule, And the advantage of having a big carbohydrate molecule is that it does a number of things. Number one, it empties from the stomach very quickly. It actually empties from the stomach much faster than sugar does, Number two, it has what we call a drawing effect. And I'm trying to simplify this so you understand what I'm talking about. Let me give you an analogy, If you were swimming in the ocean, in a cruise liner, massive cruise liner, passes by you, you're going to get pulled into the wake of the ship because the ship is displacing so much water that you will be drawn into that wake. If you're swimming in the ocean and a small boat, even a jet ski passes by you, this object or this craft does not displace much water, therefore it will not pull you, it will not have any drawing effect on you, or very little, if any. This is the analogy I give the example between a waxy maize starch versus a sugar molecule. A waxy maize starch is such a large molecule that when it's ingested and it passes through the stomach, it has a drawing effect. It pulls other nutrients with it. Not only does it pull water, it can pull creatine molecules, it can pull amino acids from the way a concentrate you consume with it. So it has this drawing effect, and it draws these ingredients all the way into the bloodstream and into the muscle cells ultimately. So waxy maize starch has a directing effect. It directs nutrients where we want them, in the muscle, We want the amino acids in the muscle following a workout. We want the carbohydrate component of the waxy maize in the muscle, to be stored as glycogen, restoring the depleted glycogen stores from the workout. We also want to stimulate insulin release. Waxy maize starch is very high glycemic index, which means that it causes a tremendous amount of insulin release. Post-workout, that's something we want, especially when we're trying to recover from a very vigorous workout. We're trying to put on additional muscle size. We want to spike insulin post-workout. Waxy maize does a great job of this. Number one, like I said, it has a drawing effect. Number two, it causes no stomach distress because it empties from the stomach very rapidly, causing less bloating. And number three, if it's flavored properly, it tastes excellent, Now, this is an important thing. A lot of waxy maize starches or other products like that on the market, have a problem with mixability. Because it's such a dense starch, a lot of times it clumps on the bottom of the cup. It gets goopy, almost gluey tasting, To solve this problem, what I did was we micronized the waxy maize starch. What that means is we pulverized the starch granules into almost like a dust, similar to, say, talcum powder. When you mix talcum powder in water, it just dissolves. The Carbolyze product dissolves with your finger. You can mix it with your finger, literally. It doesn't clump on the bottom. It doesn't accumulate, and it mixes tremendously well. Not only that, it stays in solution. So you can mix it ahead of time and have it ready when you're done with your workout. It can be pre-mixed. You can just swirl the bottle a little bit and drink the stuff down. This is a tremendous advantage over other existing waxy maize starches on the market. Likewise, most people mix their waxy maize starch or their Carbolyze with a protein source, usually preferably a whey isolate, similar to Isolyze, like Isolyze. Ever mix a fruit punch carbohydrate drink with chocolate protein tastes disgusting. That's why we developed a banana flavor Carbolyze, which happens to be one of our best-selling products. Why? Because everyone loves banana, and number one, banana mix is great with chocolate. We also make a delicious fruit punch flavor for people who want to mix with vanilla or strawberry, or in our case, in our isolated flavor, a cherry vanilla. Also, the banana mixes tremendously well with peanut butter. Who doesn't like peanut butter and banana? So Carbolyze is very versatile. We have 2 great tasting flavors, easy mixability, high molecular weight, high insulin spiking ability. We also added an additional source of carbohydrates known as D-ribose. We put 500 milligrams per serving of D-ribose in there, which is a 5-pentose sugar. This 5-pentose sugar is unique in the sense that it's not normally seen in the body. All DNA and RNA molecules in the body, these are molecules that are necessary to create proteins in the body, are made ultimately from 5-pentose sugars. Because you don't really see this in the food source, this is unique, and research has shown that by providing up to 500 milligrams post-workout, you can help your body's recovery rate from workouts significantly. So we've put this 500 milligrams, which is less than a gram, very small amount, into the Carbolyze product, along with the waxy maize starches, to help recovery and help you recover quicker from your workouts.